I call the honourable member Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm very pleased to stand up in this first reading of the Honourable Nicky Wagner's private bill, the Arts Centre of Christchurch Trust Bill, and I'm absolutely delighted that this bill has been referred to the Local Government and Environment Committee. I am delighted that this bill has been referred to the Local Government and Environment Select Committee, not only because it is a pretty damn good committee and hard-working, with an excellent chair in Maggie Berry, who will be taking a call on this bill in due course, but we are dealing with some related matters which will help inform the discussion of this bill, and no doubt that was in the mind of the Honourable Nicky Wagner when she introduced this bill, in that the Local Government Committee is dealing with the earthquake-prone buildings legislation, and in fact are travelling the length of New Zealand listening to submissions, and so that information will inform our consideration of this bill. So I want to congratulate the Honourable Nicky Wagner for introducing this bill and undertake to give it a pretty good working over in the committee. The Christchurch Arts Centre is something that all of us New Zealanders who have travelled around New Zealand are very well aware of. It's the secondary magnet, is it, in Christchurch? The first magnet being Christchurch Square, and the secondary magnet being the Arts Centre for that vibrant, wonderful centre of creativity and arts for a number of years, since I think about the mid to late 70s, when the trust was formed and it was recognised to be the future hub for arts and creativity. And I can only imagine, unless you were there, you can't imagine the devastation and impact of the two earthquakes in 2010 and 11. 22 of the 23 buildings were closed to the public pending a major restoration effort. And while it is one thing to restore the buildings, and it is a large project, it's a 7-year project and something like $290 million restoration program. It's one thing to undertake the physical works, but what needs to go with that, and the very reason for this bill, and which is why the Honourable Nicky Wagner is so right to introduce this bill, is that the governance arrangements need to be updated to enable the Arts Centre Trust Board to undertake this major piece of work, so that the Arts Centre, once it is restored in, I hope, 7 years, can return to be the exciting, vibrant and thriving centre that it has been in the past. And actually, it's not that. We've been there several times since the earthquakes, and there's little pockets of activity. It's still an exciting place to visit. Is there a wonderful cheesery there? Yeah, that's right. Honourable Nicky Wagner took us to the most wonderful little artisan boutique cheese shop. Canterbury Cheesemongers, fantastic. I believe I bought some cheese to take home to North Otago. Don't tell Whitestone Cheese, but never mind. It is still a vibrant part of Christchurch, really encapsulating all that is good about the recovery in Christchurch. Something devastating has happened. The people, the board of the Arts Centre of Christchurch understand they need to do the physical rebuild, but they also understand very clearly that they need to bring the governance structure in line with the responsibilities and the aims and the purposes of that very rebuild. I do look forward to the scrutiny of this bill as it passes through the excellent Local Government Environment Select Committee, and I do commend the member for bringing it to the House, and I commend the bill to the House.
Speaker. I call the honourable member Jacinda Ardern.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It's my pleasure to take a very brief call on the Arts Centre of Christchurch Trust Bill. I want to join my colleague in congratulating Nicky